had this bread box in my inventory forever. I purchased it at an auction with a lot of furniture and it just came with it. And I had really no inspiration for it. But then Mara from the Flippin' Bunch came up with this awesome idea for a Christmas keepsake box, and it just clicked. I needed to clean this. It was really gross, really dirty. And then I'm going to spray it down with some water and I'm going to wet sand it just to get it kind of roughed up and prepped for paint. And because I'm in the house, I don't want that sanding dust flying everywhere, so the water kind of helps bring that to a minimum. I have this really old, kind of gunky, dried up paint. This is a General Finishes brand milk paint in the color called Alabaster. I want to use it up. I'm trying not to purchase anything new until I use up some of my crazy huge stash of craft and painting products. So I'm going to give this whole thing a base coat in this color, and it takes about 2 coats to get a really good base coat down. Using some pinking shears, I'm cutting around the edges of this decoupage scrap paper that I purchased on Amazon. So I'm just going to go all the way around, just use my pinking shears, make a nice and cute decorative edge around the whole thing. Once that was dry, I have some Waverly brand chalk paint in the color called Crimson, and I'm going to do some tapping and apply my paint that way and create like a vignette on the ends, the top, and on the front of this bread box. I want to do a little bit of some blending of the red and the white, so I'm going to tap in some of that white alabaster milk paint on my white areas, and then I'm going to take my red paintbrush and kind of tap into that white and blend it together, creating a more subtle transition between the white and the red color. I didn't like all that splatchy, stippling paint all around in the white, so I took a wet washcloth and I just kind of cleaned that all up. So I got rid of a lot of those little stipply things that were in the white, make it look a little bit more smoother, a little bit more clean, and I just erased it, wiped it off, made a nice oval-ish looking shape. I'm going to add some stamps to the top and the front that say letters to Santa. I'm just going to take my stamp, press it into my ink pad, and very carefully, very carefully, these things get like slippery and slimy. I'm going to try and gently press that down. I do get a little mistakes happening here, so I do have to go in later and fix some of that. Sometimes it's a little hard to keep that ink from getting on your fingers, and then it gets on everything else. It's also helpful to keep a wet rag or cloth nearby in case you need to clean your hands, clean your fingers, or clean any oopsies that you might make. Those Santa papers that I cut out earlier with the pinking shears, I'm going to decoupage those onto the sides. I'm using a Varathane triple thick polyurethane as my decoupage medium. I'm applying that to the surface, putting my paper on top of it, smoothing out the wrinkles, and then I apply a layer of the polyurethane over top of the paper. I cut out some little holly berries as well as a Christmas tree, and I decoupaged those on as well. Braved the cold and the snow and the ice, and I ran out to the barn to grab a can of spray lacquer so that way I could make sure I sprayed over top of my stamped words to make sure that they didn't run when I applied my wax. This is what I did next with this Jolie furniture wax. I'm just adding it to my brush and buffing it on. And I used a clean, soft cloth to wipe off and remove any excess when I was finished. And let's have a quick look of the before we check out the final reveal. Let me know what you guys think about my Breadbox. Sometimes you need a little motivation and a YouTube collaboration idea to get you motivated and moving forward in the right direction to create something that you feel uninspired about. Make sure you guys check out the playlist. I'll have it linked below as well as on the end screen. And check out the Flippin' Bunch of Gals over on our channel. We host weekly podcasts every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If this video inspired you, please take a second to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you are notified when I put out future videos. Happy holidays, everyone, and many Christmas blessings this year. Thank you so much for watching, for all your love and support. Bye.